What a type of Elon Musk is lying about being good at video games. Yes, I know everyone's reacted to it, but as someone who's played PoE, and I know a lot of people in the community have as well, I want to see how much of a liar he is, personally. It also gives me something to kill 15 minutes before I get my food. So I figured why not? Make sure his audio works too.
Playing video games. At one point I was I don't have a lifetime of playing video games. At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
The Paragon board and the build.
The chapters.
Innovator there.
Yeah,
Intro.
A lot of video games.
You think about like StarCraft, any game where a lot of people are playing. To rise to the top, you have to be exceptional. Period. As a human being.
Yeah.
There has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah.
Are you in the top 20 in the world or the top 20? Wow, in Diablo.
Yeah.
Shooting rockets into space.
In Diablo, top
making
20.
Vehicles, starting a new department of the government. I actually let myself think maybe he actually is an alien because there's just no way unless he's paying people to do it for him, which obviously he's not.
There's no way, man.
Some context. Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka
Random 9. Perseverance Invoker 99. What the heck?
rank 12 on hardcore, that's permanent death mode, trade league. Let me try to give you a quick understanding as to how hard it is to get to that level. 2 weeks into the league, people are playing the game. Literally, they're staying up.
I gotta get some more sessions in this week, by the way.
Only playing Path of Exile, and they are
the most tonight too.
try-hard guys in the world. The highest ranked player on the hardcore trade league was level 93. Okay, and you're thinking about yourself, that's kind of close to 97. Every time you level it up, it becomes exponentially harder to gain experience.
I knew about that.
A lot harder. Okay, so these players, to get to 97, have to be playing the game every day for the majority of their day. Currently, what is their highest ranked player? They're level 97, same as Elon Musk. So, I mean, he effectively has been playing, pretty much just doing nothing except playing Path of Exile. So let's just go over some of the things that happened. So right away, we see Elon zone into his hideout, which is the area you do in-game content from. And he opens up his bank, and he goes to a tab called Elon's Map, which immediately is a little bit of a red flag.
Elon's
Maps. I don't know why you would refer to yourself in third person, but okay, he does that. Elon Musk didn't play Path of Exile 1. In Path of Exile 2, maps are actually called waystones. And he never actually refers to them as maps. He calls them...
Play another round here. This is a hard level. Waystone.
So it's just kind of weird that he's, again, called his tab Elon's Map. So almost like someone who's a Path of Exile 1 veteran, you know, is kind of making that tab and be like, Elon, you know, there's a tab there called Elon's Maps. Grab your map out there. I've rolled them all for you. They're nice and easy. And then proceeds to walk up to his map device and go to put a map in. The literal first thing you learn upon getting to the end game is how to operate this map device. You're going to start off at a node, and then from that node, you can go to adjacent connected maps. Now, Elon, he's trying to click.
Oh, he's trying to do the map that's not in the chain.
He's just clicking a map repeatedly, trying to access it. He was not eligible to enter that map.
I just want you guys to understand.
You would think some... Okay, yeah. I was about to say.
He would have played thousands
you would know
of
that.
maps at this point.
Anyone who's level 97 is...
You would know that.
And you know, we're talking one of the most efficient players in the game, period. There is no way you would do that. Why? Just like sitting there like some sort of geriatric old man clicking this node, expecting something to happen, and then he finally kind of gives up after
you know,
realizes his mistake.
That's a pretty suspect.
So Elon Musk is stuck going into the map with full bags. If you're an efficient player, you're going to clear a map, you're going to loot the valuable items, you're going to go in, and you're going to take those items, and you're going to basically look through the good ones, keep the good ones, list them up for sale, and then truck away the trash ones. It's almost like he has no understanding as to like what items are or what you're even supposed to do with them. So now Elon zones into the map.
So what I'm doing here is just boosting my shield before battle via meditation. Meditation before battle is always good.
And he starts killing monsters. He starts obliterating monsters with his character. But what becomes obviously apparent...
Chaos Orb, no loot filter.
Is like, no, he's just running past Chaos Orbs! He just ran past the Chaos Orb!
Chaos Orbs are one of the most important currencies, and they're also really rare.
Even I know that.
140 exalts. I have like 9 Chaos Orbs. Just so you guys understand.
I have 1.
So in Path of Exile, the devs are these evil guys, and they talk about feeling the weight, and they effectively just drop tons and tons of items. And you have to know what to pick up. So what GGG have done, the people who make the game, they've made this system called loot filters, which gets rid of
Holy cow.
95, even in some cases, like we're talking 98% of all loot that drops, because otherwise your screen is just cluttered.
Jesus Christ.
You notice when you get a good drop. It's unfathomable for someone to be in the top ranks without a loot filter. Yet Elon Musk, the god gamer, he doesn't play with a loot filter. The only thing Elon does pick up are maps, because the default in-game loot filter highlights those. Those things are worthless. The actual items of value that he should be picking up, that he would have had to pick up in order to get the gear, leave it on the ground. Anyone who's been playing the game and is a complete expert, we're talking he's cleared thousands of maps, he's been playing that character for hundreds of hours, he's going to be pretty damn good at, playing the character.
You would think.
Boss, he's fighting the boss, and I want to say for about 10 seconds, he sits there.
Melt wax, mockery effect.
Is a resource in this game where you need it in order to use your abilities. He just sits there, default attacking the boss without activating his mana flask. Anyone who's played the game and understands the character would understand, like, oh, I'm not doing any damage because I'm out of mana. Elon Musk takes 10 seconds.
Free up.
He then goes on to loot items off the ground. He starts dragging them into his bag. Like, I don't even know how to describe to you how painful that is to anyone who actually plays the game. And
hey, I do that.
And he just keeps clicking it over and over and over again. Nobody, not even people who are...
That's only 50 hours, though.
Do this.
Not
I
Elon.
don't even think Elon Musk has done the campaign, honestly. Like, just based on what I'm seeing in terms of the gameplay. His settings on the map transparency are turned on by default. His life values are turned on. All these basic settings that anyone in the top 100 would do, he is
even
not.
I have that turned on.
Effectively have different content on them, and that content will be signified by icons on the map. So
money can't change idiocy. You ever seen that movie? What's the movie?
Looking for the Atlas.
Idiocracy. Yeah, there you go.
I kid you not, 4 things on it.
There are 4 things there. So this one has the real risk of dying.
4 things. What are those things?
God, dude. 4 things. It's 4 things, dude.
So this one has the real risk of dying.
Not this far in the game and calling it 4 things. Stop, bro. Dude, stop.
How much you think the person...
Surely can't.
How much would a person have to... They probably answer the question later, but how much do you have to get paid to play this game 24/7? Because it's clear out if you're like top, I guess top 10 in the world in this game, on a game that clearly takes a long time. How in the world, unless you have multiple people that like clock in, one person cannot,
He then goes on to say, "Oh, kid you."
This is max difficulty on hardcore. If there's a way to get higher difficulty, I don't know what it is, but this is everything maxed out.
Path of Exile has boss fights and end-game bosses, which are quote-unquote difficult battles, which Elon actually did do in one of his streams, where he just went into the end-game boss and died repeatedly to it. Maps are just farming. You go into maps and you farm them for loot and experience. They're not the most difficult battles, and I don't know if he's trying to deceive people watching a stream into thinking that he's doing some insanely hard thing, whenever he's literally doing something you do to effectively grind or farm. And if you thought this was bad, I did not even get to the worst part. In Path of Exile, gear has requirements to equip it, but that has nothing to do necessarily with how good it is. For example, one of the most powerful and best items in the game is a level 1 required to equip staff, which is maybe, I think, even the most meta build in the game right now. It's super, super broken, insane damage. And Elon Musk starts going over his gear.
This is a great staff, but it's only a level, 62 staff.
His weapon is, I kid you not, one of the best, if not the best staffs on the entire hardcore trade league. You cannot even buy it. Insane weapon.
These affixes
He probably buys it.
I'd hate to say perfect, but they might be perfect.
Just the PvPS criteria on trade, we can see there's literally one staff in existence on the entire market. Not only does Elon have a staff that you can't even buy, but it's so good that the second best one, which is missing 2 of what makes a staff so powerful for an invoker, which is the crit and crit bonus, is still 20 divines, and that's obviously very expensive.
Here I am, like, level 95.
And the
My staff is
one
level 62.
person who
My
has
helmet
it.
is level 56.
Int, lightning, and chaos resist. Okay. It's only 56.
Amulet level 61. Ring is only level 48, 49. At least a level 75 jacket.
It's a jacket.
You know,
56 thing.
whoever actually has played this game for him is either absolutely insanely lucky or has just got like a insanely high cash flow. Because if he has all this in this world's perfect gear,
Yeah, tell us
on
how
top of
bad
playing
the item
100,000
only
hours.
drops from the highest difficulty of the hardest boss. Just tell us that it's only level 52. Did you find this at level 52? That's impressive.
Level 52 here.
They can only ever be level 52. Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
Pretty low level compared to my character level, but it seems to work pretty well. In softcore, you can get much better equipment.
In order for him to have insane gear, he has to understand how the economy works. He has to be basically trading.
Anyone who's played Path of Exalted,
I wonder if like the person that actually has been playing this game has like all these bullet points for him. Like he has to have all these bullet points. That's like this equals this. This equals this. This word means this. This word means this.
The best
Has to,
gear pieces
right?
in the entire game. If we look at some of these player accounts, we can see what they have for trade. You know, 700 plus items for sale, multiple divine items. You can see hundreds of divines worth of listed items.
I honestly thought this was gonna like show like
Number 4, focus on 50 divines.
this is almost done. I honestly thought that they were going to like expose somehow like this person that actually legit has a second account. I don't know how they would do that. Like clearly this person plays a lot.
Alone. This is the number 1 guy. You can see he's hundreds of divines, again, worth of items, multiple mirrors, all these players. If we go to Elon's account, he's got only 21 items for sale, and they're all absolute garbage. It's clear he's really not making much money, or any money at all. So something I did notice last week, I did the same search because I was curious what he might have been selling, and I grabbed the screenshot, which I shared to my Discord, and it's this really crappy crossbow for 18 divines. So why is it listed for 18 divines, and where did it go? Is it possible he vendored it? Yes. Why was it listed for 18 divines? I don't really know. I don't want to fuel any conspiracy theories, but I have been made aware that RMT, typically they use legitimate listings that are far overpriced, and that is how they mask the transaction as legitimate. So if he were to buy 18 divines for, you know, $100 US or whatever, he could have done so through this listing.
And if you needed any more
money
proof
ain't a
that
problem,
Elon is
though.
100% boosted, he was playing the game today,
Yeah.
inside of maps, blasting, while simultaneously on a X space talking to like some far right wing part of some German government. I don't know, some political bullshit. Okay, I guess he's just that much of a god gamer.
You know, whoever you are out there that's making all this money from Elon and this PoE thing, nothing but respect. Elon gets to seem like a absolute gamer, but like you're swimming in cash, and he probably has some like insane NDA where you can never prove that it's actually you. You know, and if someone comes out and said it is you, got to lie, man. Got to lie.